Hello, comic book fans. This is Blue Goblin with part one of two installments that I'm going to be doing for our comic book review. First part, we're going to look at one DC book and a bunch of Marvel books, and then the second part is going to have a bunch of X books. So let's get started with the DC book. Robin, number 183. The final issue of Robin. I'm reviewing this because I promised that I would. This didn't really go, just didn't get me, just didn't capture me. I mean, the bat single's back in Gotham City. You get an appearance from all three Robins, the first, second, and the current. You get Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Tim Drake. A fight with Lady Shiva between her and Tim Drake. That's pretty much all it is. If you miss out on the final issue of Robin, sadly, you're not missing much. Yeah. Craig, my friend at Grandland, you were curious to know what I thought about Amazing Spider-Man number 587. Well, this is what I think. Enough said. Spider-Man looks so much like a candy ass in this book. Sucks. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man Family, issue number 4. This was pretty good. Is it worth $4.99? I don't know. That's entirely up to everybody who wants to pay money for comic books. I'm not gonna suggest that you pay $5 for a book, but this was actually decent. Dear Marvel, please get rid of the Amazing Spider-Man storyline with stories with Aunt May dressing up like Spider-Man. Please stop it. It almost hurts to read that. The reprints of Amazing Spider-Man 97 and 98. I'm correct. Let me see. Yep, 97 and 98. Classic stuff. We're told about what Peter did when he found out Harry Osborn was in fact still alive. Snore. The Spider-Ham storyline was just funny as hell. I loved it. Peter Porker and Mary Crane Watson, the Green Gobbler. That was good. And the Mr. and Mrs. Spider-Man story wasn't that bad either. So this is probably worth it. Certainly better than the regular Amazing Spider-Man, which is really sad. Next up, Dark Avengers number 2. What else can you say about this book? This was great. I mean, this was just as good as number 1 was. It says Dark Avengers, but really, honestly, it just feels like Thunderbolts Volume 2, not Volume 2, Issue 2. Excuse me. This was the Century. Damn. Bob, don't hold back. He certainly did not. I enjoyed this book so much I put the title on my pull list. That's how much I enjoyed it. You know, another one of the 40 million books that you'll see Norman Osborn in. But in all honesty, this is a book to have. It is great stuff. Dr. Doom gets owned. I'll spoil that. This was an amazing book. It's an amazing series. I'm just wondering how far Marvel's going to go with this. I'm kind of getting that essence that it's probably not going to last that long. It's probably going to last maybe 20, 30 issues. I might be wrong, but it's Marvel, so what else can you say? Finally, for this part, yeah, SpiderMan Noir number 3. This was interesting. We see that Spider-Man has powers in the noir sense, just like Greg pointed out. Is this as good as X-Men Noir? No. X-Men Noir is better. Daredevil Noir and Wolverine Noir are coming out later on this year. kind of skeptical about Daredevil Noir because I'm not a Daredevil fan at all. Wolverine, I might check that one out, but SpiderMan Noir is still a good series to have. It's very hard to find these books, and the only way I can get them is to have them on my pull list. But honestly, if you're missing out on this, go ahead and pick it up in a trade paperback. It'll certainly be worth it, as it is with buying each issue separately. This was really good stuff. But I must warn you, the ending was kind of sick, you know, with the whole mushed up face of J. Jonah Jameson being the chameleon and everything. Is kind of odd looking, but it's good stuff. You will love it. Well, that's all I got for this part. Craig, you guys at Grandland, I hope you watch this, and let me know what you think about my great review of Amazing Spider-Man. Well, I'll see you guys in part 2, so until then, later.